Welcome, everyone, to real estate's biggest night of the year. This evening has become one of Rob and my favorite fall traditions, along with football. Go Hawks! I promise you, there will be no talk of pandemic or elections this evening. We will be focusing our energies on celebrating the fact that we are all still here, vibrant, engaged, and dedicated to improving our communities through real estate. I can't wait for the day, hopefully soon, when we'll meet in person with handshakes, high fives, and hugs, our full-on smiles visible as we reconnect in real life. I just have to tell you, I am so proud of this organization. Throughout 2020, we have been laser focused on supporting our membership in the commercial real estate community. With flexibility, creativity, and patience, thanks to all of you, our hundreds of committee members, our dedicated committee chairs, board members, and staff. Our chapter continues to be recognized nationally as one of the top 4 chapters in the country. Now that is something to be proud of. We have all been honored for our government affairs efforts, membership growth, and support, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and overall excellence. And once again, we have been awarded Chapter of the Year honors for 2020. We've provided online resources and quality programming for negotiating through these challenging social and economic times. We've created events and opportunities to provide meaningful engagement, and we've strengthened our government affairs efforts to address a new political climate long-term. More specifically, our government affairs team and consultants worked directly with Governor Inslee's office to address construction continuity during the shutdown and kept projects moving forward. Our awesome DEI committee shed light and addressed racial injustice, implicit bias, and history of racism in our country and how it relates to real estate. And tonight, we will honor some of the best, as well as some of the most innovative, creative, inspiring projects of 2020. Next year at this time, we'll look back and wonder, how did we do so much? And we know that we learned from each other, showed our best work, and invented a brighter future together. Thank you. I cannot wait for 2021. Now I'd like to introduce tonight's Platinum sponsor to start off the virtual awards program. Please welcome my friend, Tom O'Keefe from O'Keefe Development.
Good evening. My name is Tom O'Keefe, CEO of O'Keefe Development, and we have the honor of being tonight's Platinum sponsor. A few of you are probably smiling when I say we have the honor. Yes, it went through on my visa and it cleared already, and I did get the miles for when I get back on an airplane and start flying again, all of us. We're thrilled to be here supporting NAIOP. NAIOP goes all the way back to the beginning of time with me in my career, which started at CB, the old CB that is, back in December of 1978. In 1986, I left CB and started O'Keefe Development, and we've had nothing but fun since that time, developing over 5 million square feet of predominantly industrial buildings. I can tell you that NAIOP, through my entire career, has been a great resource for all kinds of things in terms of education, obviously support through legal efforts and other political efforts. But the main thing that's thrilling to me and exciting to me about NAIOP is the volunteerism that's associated with it. There's not a lot of high-paid volunteers. In fact, there were 0, and that's thrilling to me and to my wife based on the number of things that we do in our lives, too. We all have our business lives, and we all have our family lives, and I'm going to take this short time to give you a little pitch to take some of that volunteerism that you use with NAIOP and go into the community. Many years ago, when we first started having kids, we had a friend have a child that had cystic fibrosis, another one have juvenile diabetes. We were dragged into those to help our friends, and thankfully we have 3 healthy children today, 2 of which are in the business, which is great. But I can tell you that not only from a professional standpoint and with assistance like groups like NAIOP is very fulfilling, but the bottom line is that giving back into the community is the #1 thing. You can do that through NAIOP and through your other personal lives and giving. So thanks so much for allowing us to be part of this tonight. Have a nice night.
Hello, I'm John Pietromonaco. Good evening and welcome to a very different NAIOP Washington Night of the Stars. or as we should call it this year, night of the what on earth has happened in 2020.
Hi, I'm Danny Jackson. Tonight we hope that you can take a breath from the chaos and reconnect with your peers and colleagues. Put down the 4th grade math, which confuses you more than your 10-year-old. Stop your current house project, which we know starts daily between the hours of 1 p.m. and 5 p.m., and get off your regular afternoon Peloton ride. Productivity in 2020 certainly has a new definition. And remember, just 12 months ago, which really feels like 12 years ago, when our biggest concern was an increase in excise tax and what to wear for our upcoming holiday parties.
Crazy. We have all experienced some level of turmoil and torment over the past 9 months, but we are here tonight to rip away the face mask, replace hand sanitizer with your drink of choice, celebrate success and achievement, and honor those recipients who have built some incredibly designed, constructed, and for some, currently empty buildings.
As we enter 2020, nobody could have believed that rent deferrals would replace rent escalations. Defeasance would replace due diligence, and rent abatement would replace long-term lease extensions. Construction sites went quiet, and we were all scrambling to figure out what the hell was going on. But more importantly, what was coming our way next? For goodness sakes, Forrest Gump and The Rock got sick from COVID. The president came down with COVID. My parents had COVID. Johnny even tested positive after gallivanting around Europe on a ski trip in early March. And who would have thought that being consumed by smoke for a full week would slide down the pecking order of trauma and misery for 2020?
In addition to changes in the commercial real estate world, we've all learned about or have become experts at new things this year, such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and N95 masks. There are words and phrases that will now be synonymous to 2020. Tiger King, hand sanitizer, remote learning, 30-minute commute from Everett to Seattle, toilet paper, social distancing, and 6 feet, even though we're family.
Hand washing songs, no haircuts, health screening, the importance of 98.6 degrees, pandemic pounds, the COVID-19, car parades, force majeure, calculating the FTE for the PPP while using the PPE.
Yeah, you know me.
It sounded a bit better on the script. Managing a work schedule around 3 young kids has been interesting to say the least. Like many of us, the background screen for a video call has been a key daily decision so we can hide the chaos and carnage enveloping our households. The mute button is a vital tool.
But commuting around the Puget Sound without having to add an hour of contingency time has been amazing. Sorry, West Seattle. Traffic does mean heightened economic activity, but I think we could all get used to driving around like this.
The question we all have is when? When will this end? When will we get back to what we all experienced in 2019 and early 2020? When will our kids go back to school in a normal setting? When will we get back to stadiums and watch sports and concerts? When can we hug grandma?
I also look at this night with a glass half full. Doing a distance pre-recorded speech allows me the luxury of not being interrupted on a constant basis and having to tell the brokers at the back of the room to pipe down. And I can wear more comfortable clothes. But I can still tell an audience how Rob Egner plays second fiddle to our trusted and very talented president, Tina Pappas, or that Larry Benaroya and I often discuss the good old times when you could build concrete tilt buildings for $25 per square foot, and an office TI was $30, not $130 per square foot.
It's probably a long time ago.
A long time ago.
For those of us who play golf, we know your handicaps have improved and you have become experts at taking conference calls on the course. And those of you who don't play golf, there have been countless other ways that you have spent those daytime hours, such as TikTok. This platform has allowed some of us to waste away endless hours of Zoom calls, watching videos of people doing both stupid and incredible things. You know who I'm talking about. Those people who sit on mute and work with multiple screens. When your eyes divert left or right in the middle of a conference call, we know you're not reading the PowerPoint presentation. How about those people who appear on video during conference call for a period of time, and disappear for a few minutes, and then reappear like nothing's happened? Where did they go?
We reached out to some of our trusted colleagues and asked them to send us their favorite videos from the lockdown period. But TikTok fatigue has set in, and we didn't get much of a response. So in light of that, we decided to go in a different direction.
Hey, this is Walter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer, class of 2014, NFL Top 100, and former Ring of Honor from the Seattle Seahawks. Sending love to my commercial real estate people out there. Keep blocking and tackling.
This is Mercedes Russell with the Seattle Storm. I just want to say congrats, NAIOP, on your hard work this year and keep making those slam dunks.
Hey there, it's Jordan Morris here with the Seattle Sounders. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing annual gala. Scarves up, NAIOP Washington.
Well, it's not quite the same as Doug Howe dancing to MC Hammer or Clark Lindsay dropping it to Savage, but it's the best that we could do.
Tonight, we are going to share how skylines have forever changed in our region. We will see buildings developed by people unwilling to accept no, those companies who took risks and succeeded, the construction of environmentally responsible buildings which have made small contributions to improving our climate, and of course, a standing ovation to those brave souls who fought the Seattle City Council and won.
But before we get to our awards part of the show, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge the huge challenges that 2020 has bestowed on all of us. We can make light of working from home and TikTok, but we also need to acknowledge the pain and suffering so many have experienced this year and the social, economic, and cultural changes that have occurred. The terrible impacts of COVID-19 to the health, economy, and stability of this country and across the globe. The destruction from wildfires. The numbers of people now without work who are concerned with how they pay their next rent check or provide food for their family. But in the midst of all this devastation and profound pain, families have grown closer together and continue to spend quality time with each other. And finally, there is long overdue public support to address systemic racial inequalities and injustices.
We are also surrounded by heroes, the men and women in our healthcare system who risk their lives caring for all of us. Essential workers and emergency responders, teachers, grocery store workers, parents and other family members teaching our children, and janitors who keep our buildings clean and safe. Please raise your glasses to those who have served with such distinction and selflessness.
And please remember, this is the time when NAIOP becomes even more important to all of us. Reach out to your NAIOP network for questions, conversations, help, or just the opportunity to release some frustration. We all are experiencing challenges, but it's the strength of community that pulls us through.
Now let's get started.
Good evening. My name is Wade Meyer with Bailey Construction. Our first award is Mixed Use Development of the Year. Mixed use projects are one of the most complex project types, having to integrate multiple uses with different code requirements, including residential, retail, parking, and office uses. This year's winner, Kirkland Urban, changed the fabric of Kirkland as both a home and a destination, incorporating the best aspects of the waterfront community in an authentic neighborhood with urban energy. The first phase spans more than 1 million square feet, including 5 buildings, 2 office, 3 for retail, and 1 for multifamily. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Dina Yamaguchi with Callison RTKL. Our next award is for Office Interior of the Year. There were 5 projects nominated in this very competitive category. Each project adapted interior spaces to fit their individual client's identity. Projects were evaluated based on the architectural design and ability to creatively adapt to the tenant's needs. And the finalists are
Digital Streaming Firm, F5 Headquarters, EY Seattle, Hudson Pacific Regional Corporate Office, HighSpot,
This year's winner successfully solved a difficult circulation problem with a transformative staircase that encourages people to move and adapt company culture to a more vertical layout. And the award for Office Interior of the Year goes to F5.
On behalf of UMC, I'm Steve Brooks. The three finalists for Office Development of the Year varied in size, but all achieved fantastic street-level connections to the neighborhood. These offices also achieved enticing tenant spaces with flexibility and healthy environments for the new way we work. And the finalists are
2 and U. .333 Dexter. Cedar Speedster.
This year's winner raised the bar with LEED Platinum certification while conquering a steep site to create an enticing community space and fantastic tenant amenities. The award for Office Development of the Year goes to 2 and U.
Good evening. I'm Kelsey Woodhouse with McKinstry. Our next category is for Residential High-Rise Development of the Year. Nexus has been a testament to thought leadership. Developing a condominium tower when our market was leaning heavily towards rentals was a huge risk that resulted in very strong sales. Its iconic design and amenities have undoubtedly set the standard for condominium developments in our market. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Nick Vavakis with Swinnerton. Our next award is for Retail Development of the Year. The retail market continues to evolve with the growth of online commerce. Developers must work harder than ever to create unique and inviting spaces to attract customers. And the finalists are
Pioneer Crossing, Wilburton Village,
This year's winner overcame many complexities over several years to successfully create a multi-level retail experience. And the award for Retail Development of the Year goes to Wilburton Village.
Hi, I'm Kyle Hepper with Gateway Construction Services. The 6 finalists for the Redevelopment Renovation Project of the Year category all demonstrate the ability to creatively solve the unique challenges associated with transforming an existing building into new spaces. Especially in today's competitive market, where the easiest of these projects may have already been done, project redevelopments are complex, require vision, and problem solving. The judges looked into the difficulty and innovation of each project and how well it delivered on its concept, design, and development goals. And the finalists are
BMW of Bellevue. Columbia Center Sky Lobby. DeLille Cellars Wine Production Facility and Corporate Headquarters. Lamb Seafood Asian Market, Tukwila. Pacific Place Repositioning. T-Mobile Headquarters, Building 2.
This year's winner was constructed while the building was in use, created great connectivity to sky bridges, and successfully incorporated its brand identity. The award for the Redevelopment Renovation Project of the Year goes to T-Mobile Headquarters, Building 2.
Good evening. I'm Tom O'Keefe, CEO of O'Keefe Development. There were 2 entries in our next category, Community Impact Development of the Year. Projects were evaluated based on the significance of the short-term and long-term impacts on their community, including jobs, social benefits, and environmental and physical amenities. The finalists are
Building Cure, Gardner House and Allen Family Center,
This year's winner is not merely office and lab space, but a great community asset. It includes an auditorium, a science discovery lab, as well as a welcoming streetscape. And the Community Impact Development of the Year is Seattle Children's Research Institute Building Cure.
I think we could all get used to this Cliff Notes version of Night of the Stars, and we're almost halfway done.
Callison RTKL is a global architecture, planning, and design firm with over 7 decades of experience in multiple disciplines. Our breadth of experience expands over 20 offices worldwide with award-winning projects that are committed to advancing our clients' businesses and enhancing the end user's experience. Our goal in every project is to really create places that people love. And through our human-centric approach, our teams address the imperatives of resiliency, well-being, and technology, and how they influence the built environment.
What sets Panattoni apart is we're very creative and we can do deals with all types of clients. We specialize in industrial and office properties throughout the Pacific Northwest, mostly institutional grade properties. We do build-to-suits for a lot of clients, as well as some fee development. Sustainable development is becoming more and more important and a necessity for our developments, and how we design our projects, how we meet the needs of our clients and our tenants. So we've had to adapt, we've had to evolve, and I think as a developer, that's the necessity of life.
Unico was founded in 1953 in Seattle, and we are a private real estate investment management firm focusing on office and multifamily properties. Over the years, we've grown our portfolio to over 17 million square feet. We offer development, management, sustainability, and solar services across our entire portfolio. Culturally, Unico has always been a people-focused, people-first company. Our goal is to be a leader and an innovator in creating safe and healthy work environments for our office tenants.
GLY Construction, a locally owned general contractor building in the Pacific Northwest for over 50 years. Our recent projects include Expedia, Seattle, Amazon, Block 21, including Mary's Place, Seattle Cancer Care Alliance expansion featuring an automated parking system, 2005 Poplar in Issaquah, and Future Care at Overlake Medical Center in Bellevue. GLY is adaptive and we pursue possibility. We look forward to partnering with other great firms in our region to transform how projects are delivered and to create a sustainable future.
Through innovative development in the Pacific Northwest, Vulcan Real Estate creates inspiring, industry-leading places that ensure lasting value for all. Our emphasis is on inclusive development that involves the community in every project we build. We are committed to development that is socially, economically, and environmentally progressive. As we look toward 2021 and beyond, every decision we make prioritizes the health and safety of our tenants, employees, and vendors. Together we know we will emerge from this pandemic stronger than ever.
Hi, I'm Travis Harth with Shoecart. Our next award is for Hospitality Development of the Year. Successful hospitality developments create a guest experience that is inviting and highlight the unique branding of their clients. And the finalists are
7 Cedars Hotel, Citizen M Hotel, South Lake Union, Hotel Indigo, Everett Waterfront, Capitol Hill Food Hall,
The winning development stood out with a modular design that is unique and optimally efficient. The concept and common space are forward-thinking, showing how this project is disrupting development in this sector. And the award for Hospitality Development of the Year goes to Citizen M, South Lake Union Hotel.
Hi, I'm Bob Murphy with Deacon Construction. We live in a region with a growth rate consistently ranked in the top 5 of the nation. And as we all know, it's a challenge to keep up with housing. The finalists for Multifamily Residential Development of the Year, fewer than 100 units, are
Robin's Nest, Solis, Flyway, The Village at Westgate,
This year's winner met a high standard as the largest passive house multifamily building in Washington. Delivered 2 weeks prior to CHOP, it's the pinnacle of eco-luxury living with exceptionally comfortable and healthy units. The award for Multifamily Residential Development of the Year, fewer than 100 units, goes to Solis.
I'm Travis Hale, Pantone Development Company. I'm also the incoming treasurer for NAP next year. I'm here to present multifamily suburban development of units over 100, and the finalists are
Belle Marymore Park Apartments, Modera Redmond, The Pop, The Main Apartments and Lofts,
This winning development stood out and made its surroundings Horse Creek, a Sammamish River tributary, the Pop Kenny Stadium, all part of its amenities. A LEED Gold project, the architecture and art reflected this theme throughout its design. And the award for multifamily suburban development of over 100 units goes to The Pop.
I'm Tess Wakasugi Don with GLY. Next is our award for Multifamily Residential Urban Development of the Year, more than 100 units. And the finalists are
Jackson Apartments, Coes at the Dome Micro Apartments,
This developer took a big risk, pushing the envelope for the neighborhood, and created a vibrant residential community paying homage to the neighborhood's rich cultural heritage. The sustainable and mixed-income apartment complex not only provides an array of amenities, including a grocery store and a micro-retail kiosk for small businesses. This also achieved the LEED Platinum designation. And the award for Multifamily Residential Urban Development of the Year, more than 100 units, goes to Jackson Apartments.
Good evening, I'm Alexandra Ramsden with Rushing. This year we have 2 categories in the Sustainable Development of the Year award, residential and office. The Pacific Northwest continues to lead the nation in cutting-edge development projects while creating lasting social, economic, and environmental benefits. And the winner of the first Sustainable Multifamily Project of the Year is Inspire in the Russell W. Young Building. And as a participant in Seattle's Living Building Pilot Program, Inspire is the first multifamily residential project designed to produce more than 100% of its energy with on-site renewables, and is also engaged in the LEED Zero program. Congratulations.
Hello. On behalf of Hargis Engineers, I'm Shannon Brush, and I'm honored to give out NAIOP's first Sustainable Office Development of the Year. This year's winner went above and beyond the industry-adopted definition of sustainability by embracing the principles of the Living Building Challenge, reaching beyond the development site itself with more aggressive environmental goals. The team created a positive regional impact, working with both the Washington State and Seattle Departments of Transportation. They integrated a filtration system into the site that captured the Aurora Street runoff before reaching our beloved waterways. And the winner of the Sustainable Office Development of the Year is the Watershed.
As the media sponsor, on behalf of the Puget Sound Business Journal, I'm John Silver and have the honor of presenting the People's Choice Award. All development projects featured on the NAIOP Washington website were eligible for this award. Thank you to all who participated in this year's competition, as you helped NAIOP Washington set a new record with over 10,400 votes, while creating additional awareness of the organization and the CRE industry. The project that most resonated with the public this year as the People's Choice is EY Seattle.
On behalf of Unico Properties, I'm Lori Hill, and I'm pleased to present the Industrial Build-to-Suit Development of the Year Award. Cutting-edge technology and logistics companies in the region are pushing for pioneering industrial development to meet their ever-changing needs. This year's finalists all delivered impressive industrial buildings. And the finalists are
Ballinger Heated Storage, Best Buy BTS, Centralia DC,
This year's winner navigated 19 required permits with impressive speed to deliver a complex 1.15 million square foot state-of-the-art food-grade industrial facility. The Industrial Build-to-Suit Development of the Year goes to Centralia Distribution Center.
I'm Paul Robinette with the Hermanson Company. We are pleased to present the Industrial Speculative Development of the Year Award. Watching the trends, following the data, and moving forward with the instinct of where the next final mile will emerge, these developers are venturing out to meet the anticipated demand. And the finalists are
Frederickson 1, Sumner Ridge, Starlight Distribution Center, Glacier Peak at Riverside Business Park,
This year's winner took a tough hillside site and reforested a portion of the land as a gift to the community. It pre-leased in record time, attaining market-high rates and terms, as well as competing offers. This year's winner of the Industrial Speculative Development is Sumner Ridge.
The Washington State chapter of SIOR would like to thank NAIOP for having us here to present the Broker of the Year Awards for 2020. We have 3 categories: investment, office, and industrial. The investment brokers must still be in COVID lockdown, secluded in their hiding spots because we only had 1 applicant for Investment Broker of the Year. Possibly they were intimidated by our 1 nominee, but with only 1 nominee, he is the clear winner. And the winner is Eli Hanasek with CBRE. Next up, the Industrial Broker of the Year. We have 3 nominees there, and the nominees are
Bill Condon, Colliers International. Thad Mallory, Newmark Knight Frank. Wilma Warshak, Washington Real Estate Advisors.
And the winner is Bill Condon with Colliers International. Next up is the Office Broker of the Year. And the nominees for the Office Broker of the Year are
John Hanson, CBRE. Eric Nelson, Krimmel Haygood. Jesse Otley, Newmark Knight Frank.
And the winner is Jesse Otley with Newmark Knight Frank.
Each year, the Night of the Stars judges recognize a project that exceeds the criteria under which it was submitted. This project not only makes a strong impression, but transcends categories and creates a positive community impact through the tenacity of the vision. This year, that project was one of many developers had considered and were unsuccessful. On the National Register of Historic Places and unoccupied for more than 20 years, this project transformed a neighborhood while navigating historic landmark status and complex financing to create affordable housing. The 2020 Judges Award goes to Mercy Magnuson Place.
I'm Anna Asarson with Skanska. We are pleased to present the Affordable Housing Development of the Year. Our region continues to push forward in reducing the housing crunch for low-income residents. The winner for Affordable Housing Development of the Year, Ang Lak, creates a place that honors the local culture while infusing it with spaces that inspire connection. Ang Lak is a mixed-use development offering office space, retail, and 69 units of affordable housing on a site well served by transit. Congratulations on creating a distinctive district and realizing your vision.
Hello, I'm Nancy Rogers with Karen Cross and Hempelman. As the Secretary of NAIOP, I am pleased to present the Developer of the Year. Developers build relationships, create, finance, and orchestrate a project from beginning to end. They must continually push boundaries to stay on top of the next wave of development while actively supporting the industry and community. Judging for this award was based on volume and complexity of projects, risk factor, and the contribution to the community. And the finalists are?
Vulcan Real Estate. Panattoni Development Company, Incorporated.
This year's winner takes on challenging, large-scale, complex projects across multiple jurisdictions. They are known as an advocate and voice for the developer community and known for being connected to their tenants to deliver projects that represent the tenants' values. And this year's Developer of the Year is Vulcan Real Estate.
So that's it, NAIOP Washington. If nothing else happens this year, we feel successful in delivering you the first remote, most sober, at least for some of you out there, and also the fastest Night of the Stars ceremony ever.
As my brethren across the pond say in times of strife, keep calm and carry on. We look forward to seeing you in person in 2021, when we can share some stories and have some laughs, but probably still greet each other with a fist bump or elbow bump. So get back to your 12th home improvement project of the year and your sourdough starter that you have now perfected.
Until we see you again, please continue to lean on each other, keep designing, building, and leasing. Enjoy this unique family time, and have a healthy and happy rest of 2020.